Confucius, right, which is almost a saint. You can almost call him a god, right? Because like the whole kind of subject, you can call it, of his study was like really philosophical study, right? Like human race and how what people think, what people should do, right? Moral things, and people twisted and made it almost like a religion, right? And he was made saint, right? Holy, right? All holy.
Holy
But
moly, bro.
he wasn't like that, right? He didn't claim that he was saint. Never.
He was just given the title.
He was forced down the title. Throughout his living life, he didn't claim anything like that. He just, here's my study. You should study it because I feel like my study is pretty good.
And they gave him the title of saint.
Yeah, they forced him the title of saint. Even his student didn't know that, right? Because they're long dead. After like 1,000 years or so, people people twisted, and was found recently that Confucius, he was a bush baby, right? His parents had sex in the bush, and they didn't want come out true, right? So they just
oh Jesus! Every time you say bush baby, it doesn't get old. Like. They just don't want to talk about it.
Yeah,
they don't talk about that part.
And Laos, right? The guy behind Taoism, right? He was a saint as well. I feel like he was an incest baby, because everything he was said on the book matched the condition of incest babies. His face was
his actual physical
appearance, right? Because everything that people claim that he looked like a saint, to me it sounds like not nowadays, right? Years ago, the stories, right? Was to me it sounds like he's an incest baby, right? What happened was, he was born face all wrinkly, or looks old. Right, he looks very old when he's young, and he has very white hair, common things in the incest baby.
Wrinkles and white hair.
Yeah, and looks just looks old, and because the genes are messed up. And see, the thing is, right? The thing with the incest baby, there's a good bit chance you're gonna get people with mental. Intelligent problem, right? Low intelligent problem, and sometimes you get smart babies.
Yeah, and that's due to the splicing of DNA that's too close together, right? That's
the
thing about it, because in one shape or form, a lot of us are. Well, see, that's the thing. I don't think we're all brothers and sisters because we have different races. You know what I mean?
Well, if you want to believe in Bible, then we are all incest babies.
Yeah, that's what I mean. We're not all brothers and sisters. What people oh yeah, technically, if someone goes into their mind oh my god, well, I mean, incest is definitely weird, but I mean, technically, no, not technically. How all right, it's the difference between me and you. Okay, we're brothers for life, but there's no correlation between our races in terms of blood. Maybe. Along the line, there was mixed race and stuff like that, and sure, then maybe you can go along that line. But if you're pure this and pure that, you're your own race. So we're not all brothers and sisters. Maybe some of us are.
We are genetically different enough that we can have baby that's survivable. You see the thing is, right? You see the thing is, all insect species, they don't survive along very well outside human care. Bananas, the common species of bananas is dying. Why? Because all the entire the common banana we eat, whatever they're called, but scientifically, it's one single banana. Generically.
Yeah,
Yeah.
It's from one banana.
Yeah, it's a clone
there's no
of
other race
itself.
of banana.
It's
Yeah,
a
there's no
clone
other
of
race
it.
banana.
So, and if there's issue with if there's a disease can wipe one banana tree, it can wipe out the whole species itself. The reason why it's still alive because human is there to influence it. But like from the start is we are biologically different enough that we can have babies that doesn't have enough issues to ask for influence from outside, right?
Yeah. So our bananas.
It's good.
Are not
it's good.
Our bananas are good.
Yeah, our bananas good. And also that's why people like people find people with red hair are attractive, or like people looks different from them are attractive because they are genetically different enough to be attractive.
Yeah, there was like a study done where there's a level of actual like pheromone release that if you're attracted to somebody, there's a part of that attraction that is the fact that you will make beautiful babies. Like they're like, so you're attracted to someone and you know maybe you like their looks and stuff, but there's a different thing about them. There's like something, you have this interesting feeling about them. There's a primordial thing about their pheromones almost. So that's why when you see some people might be with, oh my god, why is that person with an absolute piece of shit? You know why? It's like this pheromone release. You know, they feel different around them. And that's not always a good thing, because again, you could be with someone that's a complete d-bag, but you still feel good. You know, but there's a pheromone release, and the study was that it's part of that you will have. There's a high chance you will have beautiful babies. You will have genetically good babies.
Yeah, just healthy. It's more like just healthy.
Healthy, and you know, high chance that they'll be pretty or handsome or whatever.
That's I don't know if how much that is true, but I would say generically they will be very healthy. They're low prone to
chance.
High chance to survive. A lot of what we do are still primal instinct. We're trying to survive. The best like to reproduce.
Even if you were like a young baby, you know, like say your mother or your father was younger, you actually have a higher chance of being prettier or more physically pleasing, because again, everyone's unique. Sometimes uniqueness is more attractive than just conventional attractiveness, which is, you know, societal terms of attractiveness, you know, which everyone has their own likes and dislikes. Just like what you like, baby. Do what you think. Unless it's, you know, you like children, then just go to a prison or something.
Or go to a rehab camp, like get that out of your system.
Yeah, just get that out of here. You know, some things require recalibration. But if you just like, I don't know, mustaches, good job, good for you. You know, they're cool.
Well, whatever.
Personally,
like as long what you like, it doesn't inflict any pain and suffering on the other end.
Yeah, exactly.
It's good.
Exactly. Yeah, it doesn't infringe on somebody's, you know, personal beliefs. And this was the one thing that really bothered me, like being a part of the LGBTQ, was when they tried to put pedophilia as a subcategory.
They can go to hell, man.
Yeah, like fuck that shit. Like they didn't understand. Look, for one, there's a reason there's age limits. Okay, the human brain is developing. Okay. Like when going from a child to teenagehood, they don't fully understand how the world works. They don't understand how things work. So if you're an individual that is going to rob someone of their childhood, you are actually evil. You are evil.
It's more than that. Like if an underage girl get pregnant, there's a high chance they're gonna die.
Yeah.
You just trying to kill them.
Yeah, and like they'll have the choice of, and I'm pro-choice, but they'll have the choice of keeping or not keeping, and that's like, and like that's a scenario where, you know, they had no choice. You know, obviously a lot of these scenarios they don't, because monsters in the world. But
I mean, the thing is, if you really like the person, right, you can wait another few years when they're old enough.
But see, that's the thing. That's also sexual abuse. That's
No, I mean when I say wait, you leave them alone. You come back after they're old enough.
Oh, that's still fucked up, man. That's called what's it called? Freaking oh my god. There's a word for it, but it's basically like you want to have sex with them, and you treat them in a certain way with the idea of having sex with them.
No, I'm saying like don't interfere with their life.
Yeah, don't even consider it. Like,
and then if you really love the person, when you come back after a few years, when you meet them and they really like you, that would happen, right?
Yeah, you mean like you like them and then you realize their age and like, oh shit, that's totally fucked up, and then you just went along in your business, and down the road 10 years later, it's a different story. Maybe even more, depends on. Yeah, maybe more. If you fall in love with like a 1-year-old, like Twilight, Jacob from Twilight fell in love with a 1-year-old.
That's an even worse problem. Like, come on, bro.
Yeah, that movie. Like, say what you say about those movies, I like them, but the one thing I will definitively say, the ending of that series was fucked up, man. He loved the main girl Bella. There was, this kind of the story. There was the wolf boy and the vampire boy, and they love this one girl that's really mopey and stuff. And oh my god, I'm really attracted to you. And the wolf boy loved her.
Sure.
And he's like, oh my god, he loved her, but he didn't imprint on her. And when you really love someone as a wolf in this world of werewolves and whatnot, you imprint on them and you stay with them for life. Like how jackals in the wild. I don't know if you know, but the jackal animal, they will mate and attach themselves with one partner and be with that one partner for life, and I think that's super romantic. It's like that. And so, but it wasn't actually, no, I wasn't in love with you. I was actually in love with your unborn baby that you haven't had yet. So I was in love with the little sperm that was in Edward's ballsack before it went and made a baby in you.
That's disgusting.
That's the story! And everyone's like, no, like lots of people are like, no, he didn't know, he didn't know. It was just feeling. He was always meant to love this person, What's not weird? It's actually romantic. No, it's weird. It's so weird.
Here, bitch. Like, just if anybody says that, right? Bitch, imagine this grown, like, 200-pound, 40 years old man, bald and greasy, come over to this pregnant woman and say, oh man. Ma'am, I'm just really in love with your baby. When your baby come out, 20 years when they're 20 years old, I'm gonna go after them, ma'am.
Yeah, like put it in that scenario where it's not sexy Taylor Lautner who has beautiful hair and buff. Take it out of that aspect, all right? Take off your fucking your lust eyes and put it into that scenario. Creepy now, huh? Thank you, Tony. You really put it in perspective for some people. Thank you. You really put it in perspective. Jesus, like it is that. Like, just like, okay. Here's the thing. If that was the case, all right, and he was in love with the baby, which is very much what it was, okay. The baby wasn't in Bella at that time. He wanted to make out with Bella and be with her. It wasn't in Bella at that time. It was in Edward's ballsack. So why was Jacob going for Bella when really he should have been Frenching the smooth criminals of Edward Cullen?
He should have just gone after his ballsack.
Yeah, you know how a dog does a bit of sniffing every now and then? It's innocent. Well, he should have done the not so innocent sniffing.
Well, looked like we just created a fanfiction.
Yeah, we did. And maybe that exists out there, where Edward is an actual
it's highly likely. I'm
highly likely.
Yeah,
and that's the worrying thing.
Because of the popularity of the book or the movie.
Yeah.
I feel like it's gonna be on Pornhub right now.
If it isn't, it is now.
Well, hopefully we have enough influence to get this out.
Yeah,
I guess.
I really want to get this out the gate, baby. This is gonna be our big.
No, actually, no, that would be bad. No, that'd be bad because how would he know which sperm it is?
Yeah, but he knows it's in there. That's the thing.
But the thing is, what happens if that happens and the sperm come out? The sperm dies.
my god, you're right. So he's kind of.
So actually, why did he? Wait, do you think maybe he influenced, like he like trying to fall in love with this girl, right? Because like acting, I would say, because he trying to wait for a perfect time.
Oh my god, Tony. Giga brain moment right there. You're right, he knew it was in Edward's ballsack, and he couldn't make him uncomfortable. So he had to make up this ruse that he actually fell in love with this person, so it would make Edward fight for her more. Because, you know, when you love someone and you realize someone's gonna take them, part of you is like, oh shit, I better love them more now. It's an actual thing. It happens to a lot of people. When you're like, oh, I'm not so sure about a person, but then you realize they're about to go date someone, boom. Love is war, baby. Love is war.
And then they like, he tricked them get together, and he wait for the right moment so that he would guarantee them getting pregnant. So the love of his life, I guess, would come out in the.
And then he could then fall in love with her. Oh my god.
The calculation.
Yeah,
of
like
this
that's
person.
gone. That's like. You know what? I think people have underestimated Jacob. You know, keep in mind in the books he was 16, so he's like on Death Note Kira level of intelligence right now. You know what I mean?
I mean, Kira has nothing on this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he calculate the creation of life, man.
Yeah,
he
like,
thought of everything.
Yeah, the only thing Kira did was calculate how to eat a potato chip and do it sneaky. You know, that's child's play compared to what Jacob's done. Like
the guy manipulate everybody.
Everyone
Just
in the life.
so
And
the right
fools.
moment, this woman can get impregnant.
So he can then fall in love.
Yeah, think about the
fun for
chance
himself.
of the right sperm getting into the egg.
Like, yeah, just like he had to calculate the exact moment and the exact time of the exact day of the exact year where Edward put his penis in that vagina and released the right sperm at the exact second, the right millisecond.
In the exact force. Man.
Yeah, exactly. So, like those calculations are wild. So that's why when he went to the wedding and he stalled and he was like, "Oh, you're gonna kill her," he had to say the right words. He was even thinking about the right syllables, the speed to say the syllables, and to be held back by his friend. He must have paid his friend off to hold him back. So the allotted amount of time had passed so that they could walk away and they'd get at their hotel room and they'd get into that bed at the right time, at the right second. That's unbelievable.
Man. Forehead, man. That's
yeah.
5 head, man.
5 head power. Yeah, that's 5 head power. Like, I bet you there's no fan fiction about that one. Yeah, that's right.
I mean, we can't grade it because that's crazy.
We wouldn't even, like, if we were to try and create that, put it to literature, it just wouldn't amass up to. It wouldn't paint the right picture. It wouldn't paint the full picture.
I mean, it's still disgusting, right? But
100%.
the calculation.
100%. That's like pedophilia gone plus ultra.
Yeah, I mean, right?
Yeah, like that's
Ultra instant level.
Yeah, we're not condoning that. We are just impressed by the thought process. We're not
the calculation, the maths.
Yeah, calculation.
Yeah, we're just impressed on maths, you know.
Yeah, not the actual act that we condemn that. 100%. Yeah, that's what we're at.
Imagine he write out a paper, like a science paper.
Oh, dude, that's gonna be the next book that Stephanie Meyer releases. Wait, was it Stephanie Meyer? I think it was Stephanie Meyer. Where Stephanie Meyer do the Hunger Games? I think it was Stephanie Meyer. It was Stephanie Meyer did the Twilight books. Next book she's gonna release, and it's just gonna be the it's gonna be like called The Boy Who Cried Wolf or something like that. Some like real fucking like
for the Nobel Prize.
For the Nobel Prize. Oh yeah, it starts him winning the Nobel Prize for being a mathematician or some shit. Like he figured out he fucking 1 = 0. You know, like that fucking like I don't know if you've seen that.
No, it's more like magician. He figured out how to how the sperm like impregnation or something like the weird thing.
I forget. I don't think you understood my reference. Freaking. You know the first Iron Man movie?
Yeah.
You know his sidekick in that, Rhodey, the the frickin' black guy. His name was Terry in real life.
Yeah.
He was recast in the future films. He was recast. He was only in that film. But the guy from that, he has had some spiritual journey. He's trying to convince the world, okay, of Terryology. Terryology, I think, is what it's called. After his name. Very original. That 1 = 0. That our math has been wrong. 1 × 1 = 0. Something like that. Our math has been wrong. So that's what I imagine. Yeah, that's actually real. That's a real thing that's happening. And actually, I think it's actually kind of sad. Because I think something clicked in his brain that shouldn't have. Because he saw his father murder somebody when he was really young. So I actually think there's something wrong, and it's actually sad. But he's gone beyond the point of return when it comes to this now. He's like gone on talk shows and everything else.
1 = 0.
1 = 0. 1 × 1 = 0. Something like that, yeah. 1 = 0. 1 × 1 = 0. That's the math. All our math has been wrong.
I guess if he has 1 brain cell, and he got multiplied by 1, he has 0 brain cells.
But even that's not like.
What's his math work? Yeah. I actually want to see the math work.
I don't know if there is a full thesis on this, and you know what? I'm gonna look it up now.
Because I did see here
Terryology.
No, not Terryology. Like there's kind of some math work of say 1 + 2 is now equals 3. It's because some weird calculus maths, right? After you do that, 1 + 1 does not 1 + 2 does not equals 3.
Oh shit! Okay. Oh my god. Terryology has arrived. Let's see this. What this in? Okay. All right. Let's. Okay, here we go.
Send me the link so I can see that as well.
We've been doing math all wrong. The definition principle of Terryology, it would seem, is that 1 × 1 = 2, not 1. Okay, so I had it wrong. If 1 × 1 = 1, that means that 2 is of no value because 1 times itself has no effect. Now, if you got a little confused in that, so did I. 1 × 1 = 2 because the square root of 4 is 2. So what's the square root of 2? Should be 1. But we're told it's 2.
No, it's 1 point something. Don't you even understand what square it means? Square is if you multiply by yourself. Are you kidding me, man? Is that where you're going off to? Just square root. What's the square root of 9? 8. Fucking kidding me, man?
Even this guy, even the person doing this page is like, okay, that kind of makes sense. What? No, it doesn't.
Where does it kind of make sense from?
Yeah, like don't even understand how the Terryology doesn't even understand how the square root actually works. Okay, number 2. There's a reason bubbles are around. What's it mean by bubbles? And how are
surface tension.
Yeah. Okay, all right. Okay, I get you. Since I was a child of 3 or 4, he explains, I was always wondering, why does a bubble take the shape of a ball? Wait a minute, I don't think it means conversation. Why does the bubble take the shape of a ball? Okay, so a bubble in the bath. Okay. Why not a triangle or square? I figured it out. If Pythagoras was here to see it, he would lose his mind.
Yeah,
Einstein
I know.
too. Tesla. Oh wow, his gigabrain would impress the big leagues.
No, they would lose their mind. It's like, why does God create such a stupid person?
Yeah. Oh my god, they would actually be turning over in their grave when they see the shit that we're doing now.
I mean,
man, imagine what Einstein would be able to do right now, like with the current technology, dude. That'd be so interesting.
Well, see, the thing is, he haven't done much in his later years, and the technology was pretty good.
So basically, he kind of had a good streak and then kind of ran out of juice, I suppose.
Success really kills a person. It's creativity.
Yeah, because then you forget about the.
There's no need to do more. That's
you just feel like you've completed it, and the joy of just discovering gets thrown away, and you get kind of caught in superficiality.
Yeah, and also he kind of indirectly kills millions of people because nuclear bomb. I'd say he's pretty fucked up because
Yeah.
he tried to create a bomb that's end war, but he didn't try to create a massacre weapon. So he's pretty bummed out.
That's a pretty fucking dumb thing, because the first thing someone would think about, okay, I'm making this huge weapon. If you're actually smart, you will then think of the other side of the coin. Wait a minute, what if they use this wrong?
No, he didn't think about it would have such a long-lasting effect.
Oh, you didn't think there'd be radiation and stuff like that. That's what you thought.
They didn't think it would. I don't think he thought it would be lasting that long. Like you wouldn't see that from creation that much. I don't.
He think it would just be this is for this war and.
It's just be a
put
bomb.
It away.
Maybe he just thought it was a bomb, right? You know, a bomb that scares people, and that's it. And once the American military see it happen, he has no control of it. It's out of his hand, because they saw it's a great weapon. It's a weapon that ends our war. It's a weapon that ends communism. It's out of his hand. He can't control to stop it.
He should have thought of that.
He can't. He can't. He tried to kill Nazis. You have to think about it. He come from a concentration camp. Thousands of his people died because of Nazis.
Oh shit, yeah. So he just it was actually revenge almost then.
Like, it's not just that. It's like he hate war. He want to create a weapon that ends our war, right?
Okay, so he was fueled by that and not really thinking about the
like
other
maybe he didn't think straight. Like I doubt he thought that the weapon, like he didn't see it happen, right?
Mishandled.
There's another thing. There's another thing. There's one thing to create a weapon. There's another thing to see the weapon to kill people.
Yeah.
The number doesn't mean anything unless you see that happen right in front of you.
Yeah. So he was working with hypotheticals, and he was just thinking.
He's a mathematician. He's a he's a physics scientist. He wasn't in the army, man, right? He wasn't in the army. He did see death, but he didn't kill anybody before that.
Yeah. So
he's a human after all, man.
Yeah, he didn't have that level of understanding of it.
Yeah.
Excuse me.
No problem. God bless you.
Thank you. Yeah, he didn't have that level of I don't know, like the gut wrenching feeling of oh shit. Like he just saw the numbers, I suppose. He just saw the actual numbers, radius and stuff like that. Like okay, this will take this square root. Like this will take this amount width by length. This is how big it will be, and this is how it will just incinerate, no pain.
And besides, here, I don't know if you remember, American army never told him that the bomb will drop in a surveillance city. He thought this would be dropped in the front line. This never happened before, huh?
Actually, yeah. When you think about it like that, yeah. Because all of the weapons were used in the battlefield. All the explosives, hand grenades, even the battlefield.
Even chemical weapon was happening in the soldier who put their life into this because they were willing to do so.
Just in the battlefield, so the only thing Einstein didn't calculate was the viciousness, I suppose, and the cruelty of
humankind.
Of humankind taking over this power and then using it as a gun loaded at an entire country of innocent people, which is what we're currently dealing with when it comes to big fucking assholes with their big nukes.
It's a lot more than that, but yeah, kind of.
Simply put by me, it is a lot more than that, but he didn't anticipate that. So I won't call him dumb for that. I'll actually call him innocent for that. I'll call him innocent because he didn't think.
He didn't create that to make him famous.
No. Yeah.
He didn't ask for that.
No.
What he wants to be famous of is his theory of relativity.
Yeah. He just wanted to end war, so he kind of had the innocence of that, I suppose. Yeah. So it wasn't his fault that people used it for the wrong reasons.
I mean, like the formula of TNT. The guy creates TNT to blow off tunnels for the trains.
Yeah, it was mines. It was for prospectors.
Yeah, for the mines, for the trains, right? everything good was never going to use in wars.
Yeah.
And like the guy was so depressed in his later life, he didn't create anything. He gave up on that.
That's because it got used for war, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was millions of people was killed because of him. He was bummed out because of that.
He big bummed out. Yeah.
Yeah. He's just a normal person. He wanted to help people. He didn't think about that.
Actually, does Einstein doesn't know what nukes are being, like his weapons are being used for now, right? Did he know that? Was he able to witness the bombs being used? Actually,
he did see that happen, I think. Let me see.
Because he would now just thinking about it. You know what? I wouldn't want Einstein to come back because he would actually hate humanity.
He died in 1955. The war ended in 45. So he did see the bomb drop in Japan.
On Hiroshima.
Yeah, Hiroshima, Nagasaki.
Yeah, Nagasaki. Yeah.
The second bomb was clearly unreasonable. There was no reason for it, and beside of the planes already there. They made their point in the first bomb, and the second bomb was like, you're already there, might as well drop it.
What year was that dropped?
It's in 1945.
So, and he died in 45. 55, right? He died in 55?
He did 55. He did in. So the bomb was dropped on August 6th, 6th of August, 1945, and he was dead. He passed away 18th of April, 1955. So 10 years later.
So he had 10 years knowing and understanding that these were going to be used in this way.
Yeah, and he saw the Cold War as well.
Bro, he must have been miserable in his last few years, knowing that he was a brilliant man, but like the guy with the TNT, like he's seen the damage it could do, so
the damage will do.
Yeah, so I can imagine one of his last thoughts on his deathbed. I just hope they don't use it wrong. You know what I mean?
And that's the thought he definitely would be running through his life, running through his mind, because Cold War, man. Any second that would implode. And let me see when's Cuba Missile Crisis. Yeah, that was after him, 1962. So he's lucky.
Yeah.
He didn't see that happen.
He didn't see it happen.
The war near the end because just slightly. Just because of the general in the submarine decided to not launch the missile.
Oh, I know. I actually remember that now. Yeah, there was a false warning, wasn't there? There was a false warning. And the guy based his decision on his own humanity. Yeah,
he said let's wait. I want to wait, and he was right.
If a bomb blows up, yeah, and if a bomb goes off, then we'll click it or whatever. Fuck me, man. Like if that, I totally forgot about that. Like, yeah, there was a guy that chose humanity over just blindly shooting at someone. Basically.
We are on the good timeline.
We're on the good timeline. Yeah, we're on the good timeline. We're not on the evil timeline. So let's keep hoping that's true. Anyone with the keys, just don't twist them, baby. Don't twist them. I like the Fallout series, but I don't want to be in the Fallout series. Freaking. Okay. Back number 3 of the Terryology. We've all got a metric ton of metaphorical faces.
What the fuck is metaphorical?
Not just expressions. The kind of faces Howard describes carry more weight than that. They're actual facades. We've got all these different faces that want to come out, he says. There's at least 4 just in this moment. What's the possible expansion to 432? What the fuck is 432? But which one do you let out? Is it the person who's cool that you've mastered? Is it the excited little boy? Dude,
does he has multiple what's the personality?
This is why I say it's also sad. because I definitely feel like there's something very wrong that is not being taken care of. That sounds like DID. That sounds like DID, like different personalities and stuff like that.
Yeah.
To pop out. That sounds like he has DID, and he's not fully aware of it, so he's using that knowledge he has of himself and applying it to everything. And math and stuff like that seems to be his expression, I suppose.
I mean, I would understand mask, right? We wear different masks in front of different people.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
But when he says the kind of faces that carry more weight than just expressions, so that's emotion and feeling.
Mm-hmm.
There's at least 4 just in this moment. I'm like, he has to. That's just him. I think that's just his own. I think he might have DID, and I think because of what he saw when he was younger. Like I said, he saw his father kill someone when he was relatively young. You know, I think he was 13 or lower. So he probably got split. When bad things happen, sometimes you dissociate, and you split into different personalities.
Yeah.
And if worse things keep happening to you, and it doesn't get treated, you can actually create more singularities for yourself, more split personalities, and it's actually wild. It is really wild.
Yeah, and he been working in Hollywood, which it's very toxic if you ask me.
Yeah. So for an also in Hollywood, where you're portraying different characters all the time,
doesn't
while
help.
you have possible undiagnosed DID, that'd be really fucked up for you mentally. So that's why I say it's still sad, but also someone has to have said this to him at some point. You know what I mean? Someone has to have said.
I doubt he believed it.
That's what I mean. So at a point, it's his own damn fault now. Getting help.
I don't know.
Like, not when it comes to what happened to him or whatever, but when it comes to not getting help, that's.
Well, if that's like they would only get help if they believe there's something wrong with them.
But that's the thing, he doesn't. So that's why.
Right now, maybe his mental problem is bigger than that.
Yeah, probably.
Yeah, and maybe he's the voice in his head telling him there's nothing wrong, and he believes it.
Yeah, that's actually. The next one actually reminds me of a thing. Your body is your temple, and other people's temple. Basically, okay, I'll read it. It's not just you who is hurt when you mistreat your body, says Howard. In fact, you're also hurting your friends, family, and other loved ones. Anything you do against yourself is an attack against the people you care about. So the next time you go to light a cigarette, just imagine Howard's face. So basically he's saying, you who you are, Tony, my best friend, I am also you. And the money you have, it's also mine. And the money I have is also yours.
Sounds awful like communism.
Yeah, but I think that's basically the that's what he's saying there. We're all the same person, so you know, why are you mad if I take your money? You know, why are you mad if I steal your food? You know, you shouldn't be mad. It's just me. I'm you. I'm eating it. You're eating it right now. You know what I mean? It's that kind of thing. So it's kind of weird. It's not just communism.
I feel like he built this to start a cult because this is where a cult starts. That's how they get your money.
Bro, there's Terryology. Yeah, there's a high. I don't. You know, there is a singularity where he is of sane mind and he's doing this just for the shits and giggles and money. That could be. He might come off these interviews cackling like a madman, just going, they actually believe me, and he goes home happy, sane,
and counting his cash.
Yeah, so that's one possibility. Because some of the stuff he comes out with, he see, the thing is, he doesn't come off insane. That's the problem. He comes off really concise how he's delivering the messages. It's just, it'd be like me going to you, hey man, I just got this new ice cream and it had raw fish in it and raw chicken and it was delicious. You really have to try it. And I go into descriptions of all the best parts of it, but I've just said to you, I have contracted salmonella. But I've said it was delicious and great. And I've said it in such a way that made you think I had a great time and that you should, wait a minute, maybe I should look into this. Maybe it's not so bad.
No, I will say, that's crazy. I don't want to try that. I mean, good for you if you try.
Yeah, exactly. If it freaking, that's the way he describes it. He comes off very articulate. a lot of the time. So maybe our little singularity of him actually being sane-minded and doing this for, like you said, cash, that could be real. That could be real.
Let's keep going. Let's keep going and see his idea.
Yeah, let's see this. Mankind needs more socialism. Not surprising, giving Howard's many run-ins with the law, but the actor is admittedly not a fan of the authorities or any governing body for that matter. I think mankind does better in small groups, with communities looking after each other instead of a huge government.
Cult.
So
Cult.
Yeah, big time cult. Haters don't actually exist. Got a hater giving you grief? Don't sweat it. They aren't even legit. The people that judge you don't matter. They're not real. Everything is just frequencies. See? Told you.
Cult.
Big time.
Cult.
Adulthood is merely chasing our scattered child dreams. As a child, our dreams got scattered all about, and all our future prospects got scattered to so many places, says Howard. And we spend our lives trying to find the little pieces that make up our lives and make up the dreams that we had as a child that got blown away in the windstorm. Bro, that's again the sad thing. Like, that's also another, that goes from cult to sad. You know what I mean?
I mean, that's a different personality there.
But yeah, maybe. Oh, that's the thing as well. What if like there's a different personality speaking about that? You know, obviously, again, this is just speculation.
Here, I'm just imagining, right? In his mind, there's a council of what's his name is again?
Terry. His name is Terry Howard. Terrence Howard.
Yeah. So there's a council of many Howards, right? Terry. So
the council of Terrys.
Yeah. So they made up, like they've been debating over the years, and finally they come out with 11 rules.
11 rules to live by, the 11 commandments of Terryology.
Yeah. So like the council of Terry has spoken. So 3, 4, 5 has been made. Actually, no, it's not 3. It's 4, 5, 6. Have been made by this culty, evil Terry, and so 7
and 3
yeah.
and 2 are made by like the
sad Terry.
Yeah,
and the 1 is made by dumb Terry. I don't know what matters.
Oh, that's actually interesting. Like dumb Terry, so basically child Terry, baby Terry.
Or teenage Terry that think they know everything but don't know enough.
Yeah. Bro, it's actually it seems like D&D, and again speculation. It looks like D&D.
Well, either way, it's not normal. I just like
it's not normal. But also, when it comes to the childhood thing and chasing our dreams, and it feels like we're blown away in the windstorm and we're trying to build pieces back together, that sounds like regression. And this is something that I didn't fully understand for a while and didn't know existed. But regression is someone's mind can actually go back to thinking like they were 4 or 5, and they black out, and they will not remember what happened during that time. Some people do, some people don't. That's an actual real thing that happens. It's
yeah. Seen that in TV shows. I haven't seen that in person. So he has more mental, or maybe for him was what's the DAD? Was DAD, right? Maybe it was DAD kicking in, like the child come out.
Yeah, and talked about this stuff.
Yeah, and he just think that's normal.
Yeah, like that's the thing. And as he says it, it's normal. And when he says we have many different faces, that part of him also thinks it's normal. So he still I don't think he fully has a handle on who he is, but he has a very particular perception on who he is. And I just don't think he has
Council of Terrys.
Perception. The Council of Terrys, yeah.
He does think it's normal, because the thing is, how would you know what you think is normal is not normal? You trust people out? You trust somebody else? How do you know they are normal?
We're going, I just read a little bit of the next one. 8. People are clueless. Alright, let's see who on the Council of Terrys this is.
Yeah.
Howard finds the layperson's level of comprehension about the universe amusing, saying, I like to watch mankind in its futile attempt to understand the unknown, when they don't even understand that which they know. Well, now, that doesn't seem very nice.
That's a God Terry. God complexion of Terry. Like, that's maybe the head of the council.
Yeah, that's the head of the council for sure.
Yeah.
Number 9. If you're gonna walk the walk, talk the talk, bruh. We're paraphrasing there. Paraphrasing. So he actually said that. Okay. And Howard's eloquent message aimed at, well, we're not sure entirely who, the self-proclaimed philosopher, espoused the virtues of eliminating bigotry from both our words and our actions. Hypocrisy is part of the cancer that erodes our binds as an intelligent and potentially loving species called humanity. Which makes a lot of sense, to be honest. Sure.
What do you... I don't understand that part.
Yeah, I didn't understand. I didn't really understand what the hell he was trying to say there. Walk the walk and talk. So do what you're supposed. What if you're gonna say something, do it. That's what.
Oh,
that's what
I think this is the teenage boy Terry talking because they're trying to sounds complex, but they don't even know what they're saying.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. And that's like it's like you're gonna walk the walk, talk the talk, bro. That's like total. Yeah. Hypocrisy is part of the cancer that erodes our binds as an intelligent and potentially loving species called humanity. Yeah, that's definitely teenage Terry, 100%.
Just like try to say a bunch of huge words, but they don't understand anything.
All together, and it's trying to impress a girl or whatever. Like, I'm just like so in tune with my universe juices, and like hypocrisy is part of the cancer that erodes our bind as an intelligent, potentially loving species called humanity. Oh my God, Terry, you're
so deep.
Oh my God, it's so deep. Oh, do you wanna put it in my butt now? Oh yeah, if you're gonna walk the talk, bro.
Man, let's keep
Number
going.
10. Number 10. Everything boils down to 0-point technology. Okay, let's see what this is about. Don't feel bad. We didn't know what that meant either. Think about the one thing that's not moving in the universe, that everything holds on to. That's 0-point technology. What?
Yeah, keep going.
Okay, alright. If you control the one thing everything rests upon, then you control everything. There's no longer the laws of conservation of energy. It's the laws of transmutation of energy. It's alchemy. Elaborate, Howard. Ah, when you put it like that, yeah, no, still not getting. Okay, that's.
I think that's a cult. That's the evil Terry.
That's cult evil Terry.
Yeah.
Alchemist Terry. This is Alchemist Terry.
But see, the thing, I think Alchemist. Well, if Alchemist Terry actually exists, he's working with evil Terry.
Yeah, they're like the duo. They're like dynamic duo.
Yeah, like the evil Terry trying to use Alchemist Terry to make money.
Alchemist Terry's like this is like the Dr. Doofenshmirtz Terry. This is bad Dr. Doofenshmirtz.
Oh, maybe this is the bad maths Terry. The Terry that think they knows what they know, but they don't know what they know.
Bro.
Yeah, bro.
Oh my God. Alright, number 11, the last one, the last commandment. Madness is a matter of perspective. In response to all the hoopla surrounding his Rolling Stone interview, Howard made a simple pointed statement via Twitter. Okay. Posting a clip of luminary sculptures, pieces of crazy is as crazy does. Do the math.
Let me watch that video.
Yeah, you watch it. See what I'm gonna watch at the same time. So it's just a spinning
glass tube
spiral. Yeah. Crazy is as crazy does. Do the math.
What?
Alright. Okay, so what we got here is something that clearly is a Christmas decoration.
You know what I think this is? I think this is Terry on acid.
This is Terry when he's like chilling out and he's taking a few too many pills.
Yeah, I think that's Terry on acid trip.
Like we're just seeing a rotating glowing condom right now, but he's seeing the message from the universe.
Yeah, he's seeing the gateway, man.
Yeah, what we see is not what he sees whatsoever. Crazy is as crazy does. Do the math. And then he's just gone into the universe. He's getting sucked in to the great gateway of the universe. And Terryology, dude. Yeah. So
Crazy.
Terry. Crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I mean, he basically calls himself crazy.
He does.
I mean, why do the maths? Because you already said it.
Yeah. You already gave us the math, and you showed us the math. So why do we have to do it for you?
You already proved it. I mean, there's no math work there. For me, at least.
You're not really giving us a full story here. You know, you're kind of going in and out of your thesis, I suppose.
No, it's more like if your math teacher come over to me, to you, right? Here's the question, and the answer is 2. Prove it. No, it's a multi-choice. Here's the question, the answer is B. And then do the maths. Why would I need to do the maths? You already gave me the answer. I don't need to do maths. All I want is a point.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, I don't care about the maths, do I now?
I'm going to send you something real quick. This is the actual math work of him.
Oh, nice. That's what I want to see.
Yeah, click there.
Is that okay?
Oh my god, yeah, yours is actually different than mine. Okay, so we got this. Alright. Here we go. I had less than yours, actually.
Okay.
Unbalanced equation argument. First and foremost, let us ask the most obvious question. Is this a finished equation? Yes or no? The answer is no. Okay, well, why did you ask the question then? Let us start a forensic audit there. A forensic audit? Okay.
Yeah, keep going. That's different Terry speaking. The one
yeah,
I think
that's a different. Yeah, that's teenage Terry or something. It is an incomplete equation. Why? Because it's not even on both sides. Yes, nature desires action, but demands equilibrium. This is definitely teenage Terry. Therefore, in order for an equation to be finished/completed, both sides of the equation must be equally balanced. Yet, in the case of 1 times 1 equals 1, we have an unfinished equation. Because if we have 2, open bracket 1, close bracket
2 ones. Two of ones.
2 ones on one side of the equation, and the 1, open bracket, close bracket 1, on the other side.
1 of 1. So there's only 2 ones on one side, and there's only 1 on the other side. It's imbalance. That's what you're trying to say.
Let's attempt to balance the equation. Okay, so he wants to balance it all up. Alright. First, by making sense of it, let's label the relative factors. We will call the first value of 1 A. We will call the second value B. And we'll call the third value on the opposite end of the equation C.
I can tell he didn't went to college. So, sorry for cutting off, because the paper is horrendous. I absolutely hate it.
Oh Jesus! Remember bro. This is, keep in mind, this is him releasing to the world that all of our math has been wrong. That's what this is.
Yeah, of course.
Remember
why wouldn't we?
basic. Yeah, why wouldn't it be? Remember the basic laws of common sense. If A times XB equals C, then C must be some product of A and B. Yet in order for 1 times 1 equals 1, the value of either A or B has to be missing from the final product of C. Let's not jump the gun just yet.
Yeah, please don't.
Yeah, don't. Oh, teenage Terry. Then let's try and add 1 to both sides of the equation. Okay.
Why?
So he does. So alright. So he does that. Okay. He does that. Associative and cumulative laws plus 3 equals 2. Associative and cumulative law. When A and B are positive integers, this dude is just using words that he thinks are that A is to be added to itself as many times as there are units in B.
Yeah, okay, makes sense. Keep going.
Yeah. Then 1 is added to itself time and you get 2. Now add the
No, hold on. That's 2. Where did he get 3 from? Here, 1 times 1 first. That's 1. Right?
Yep.
And 1 plus 1 is... Please, help me.
What, me? Yeah, I know, it's fucking true.
Yeah. And where did he get 3 from? For fuck's sake, man. You can't do the maths when you assume something is real and you just do it. It doesn't work like that. You have to prove that from somewhere else.
Yeah, you can't say, oh, I'm going on a date tomorrow night, and you're not going on a date with anybody, and you're like, no, my date's there. It's just she's just frequencies, man. She's frequencies. You know, she's got a lovely sound. You just can't hear her because you're not on the same mind frame as me, okay?
You had to multiply them first. And what? Either way, it doesn't add up to 3. He just assumes it's right, and that just does it.
That's it.
And of course 3 is not equals to 2 because he did maths wrong, man.
I'm out of my league here, man. I'm out of my league.
I'm not gonna read any more of this because it was wrong from start. How do you go from here, man?
There's more pages, bro. There's more pages.
I don't care, man. I don't need to go more from there.
Yeah, we're done. We're done.
I mean, the first page is wrong. I don't need to read more of this.
Yeah. That's the workings. That is him releasing to the world that all
Here,
our math.
I don't know if you know what I'm looking at, right? Let me take a screenshot. Open that in Paint, right?
Okay.
Actually, I can just end it here.
Okay.
See here. Oh, it's very thick.
I'm still looking at the beautiful math work.
Oh, is it? Hold on, let
Yeah.
me stop sharing and share again. Did that work?
I'm looking at math. Yep.
Yeah. So see that part?
Yeah.
By maths law, right? You multiply things here. That's 1. I nearly said 2. He nearly got me, dude. So that's 1, right? And that's 1.
He nearly got you.
Yeah.
He nearly got me.
I nearly said 2. Ooh.
Careful there.
Yeah, I know.
Part of the Terryology. Don't go in there. Don't
So
go
yeah.
that far, bro.
So on this side you have 1 plus 1. On this side you have 1 plus 1. So the maths should be 1 plus 1 equals to 1 plus 1. I mean, it looks the same to me, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I mean, you can read like this: 1 plus 1 multiplied by 1 plus 1 multiplied by 1. That was 1 equals 1 times 1.
1 times 1 equals 2.
I mean,
equals 2.
You can write like that.
No shit. Yeah, it does.
I still get 2 plus 2 equals 2, right?
He was right and wrong at the same time.
I mean, you can write it either way you want, but like, I'm just saying. You can't just assume that's right.
I don't even think as he wrote that he realized he did it right. Like he did it right in that scenario. I don't think he did even realized it.
No, but see here, right? You see how there? Yeah. Why is there a tree here? Where did that tree come from?
Like it's just out of nowhere.
Like, I mean, it's right from the start, but like he didn't. Where's the tree, man?
It's like he's speckling in some forms of correctness and then just throwing bullshit. Like, oh, they must gotta believe it now, cause I was right there. Not last little bit, right? No, well now I'm right now too.
You know, here's my theory, right? I'm sorry for cutting you off, but here's my theory. I think one day he was just on, I don't know, whatever drugs, right? I'm sorry if I assume, or maybe he just wake up with this, right? Happens to the best of us, right?
Yes.
And he just like, oh, what? Oh, 1 times 1, and if you add 1 on both sides, and you get 3. 3 equals 2 doesn't sound right, doesn't it? Holy shit! I think everybody been doing maths wrong. And he didn't bother. You know what he didn't do? He didn't bother prove that his maths is wrong. Right? He didn't bother prove it. He just like, I did it right once. I don't need to prove that again, right? It happened to me before. I mean, wasn't 1 plus 1, 1 times 1, but you know, was something else. I assume that I did it right, but I didn't do it right. Yeah. You know, happened to the best of us. I say that happened to Einstein too. You know.
Yeah, and you learn from that mistake. But the problem with Terry here, anytime the part of his brain that goes, wait a minute, God Terry takes over and says, no, Terry, no.
Terry makes no mistakes.
Yes, we do not make mistakes, only happy accidents. Like, okay, if he goes 1 plus 1 times 1 equals 3, I would just think he's counting up the numbers as he looks at them. You know what I mean? Then I'd be like, oh, I see what's going on.
Wait, maybe
Terry's
he
taking
is.
over.
Holy shit, maybe he is.
He's just counting the actual, yeah.
He's
Counting
just
actual-
got the number of ones. Holy shit, I think you understand him more than me. That makes
Terry's
so
taking
much.
over.
That makes so much sense. Holy shit. But that's a fucking multiply sign, isn't it?
Yep.
Because
Just
if I
don't
do so
understand.
here, I have fucking four ones here, doesn't it?
Oh, you know the Rorschach test. You know the thing where you're
Here.
like,
I just proved that his math is wrong.
boom, 4 equals 4. Boom.
I just proved that his math is wrong.
You just blew so many people's minds. You just actually blew so many people's minds right there. Holy shit.
Thanks,
Holy
man.
shit.
I couldn't do it without you. I think
I know. It was a collaborative error. It was a collaborative thing. It was. We really did this together. The power of bromance. We fixed math.